Hello students, welcome to the class of third year of Computer and Information Technology. We are studying the CSS subject, that is client side scripting, and the subject code is 22519. So firstly we will see the today's learning outcomes. We are at chapter 2, that is array, functions and strings. In the previous video, we have learned about array. Now, in this video, we will learn functions. Then in functions, there is a defining function, writing function, adding arguments, scope variables and arguments. These are the today's learning outcome for these videos. So first we will see what is function. A JavaScript function is a block of a code designed to perform a particular task. A JavaScript function is executed when something invokes it, means call it. The concept of the function is same as in C, as in C++, as in Java and in JavaScript. Means function is a small code of a program that iterate repeatedly for the long procedure. Now we will see details. We will see the first syntax for the function. The most common way to define a function in JavaScript is by using the function keyword, followed by unique function name, a list of parameters that might be empty, and statement blocks surrounded by a curly braces. The basic syntax is shown here. In the script type, function name, this is script type, then this is function name and parameter list, and these are the executed statement in the function. As we see that in JavaScript is by using the function keyword. In JavaScript we have to use the function keyword while using the function. A JavaScript function is defined with the function keyword followed by the name, and it is followed by the parenthesis. Yes, these are the parentheses. Function name contains letters, digit, underscore and $sign. Same rule as the variables. Means in variables we can use letters, digit, underscore, etc. The parentheses may be include parameter names and they are separated by commas. Like parameter 1, this is the parameter list, no? Then parameter 1, comma, parameter 2, comma, parameter 3 up to parameter n. Then the code to be executed by the function is placed in the curly braces. Means these statements means the code to be executed by the functions. By which function? By this function. Okay. And the function is placed inside the curly bracket. This is the curly bracket. This is the opening curly bracket, and this is the closing curly bracket. Now we will see one example of a function. This is our script type, and a function as a function keyword, and this is function name. Say hello is a function name, and opening curly bracket, alert, hello there. Alert function is used to print the message. Means alert is used to print the message hello there will be print on the output. This is opening curly bracket and this is closing curly bracket, and this is the script function. End of the script tag. End of the script tag. The following example is define a function called say hello that takes no parameters. Calling a function This is our program for calling a function. We can call the functions by using this function name. So this is our HTML code, HTML head, script type, that is JavaScript. Then this is the function keyword. Say hello is a function name, opening curly bracket. Document.write means for printing the message. Document.write welcome to DMPC, and end of the script, then end of the head. And in the body we have to insert one button, means input type is equal to button. On click, say hello, value is equal to say hello, means when we click the button say hello, then it will assign the value say hello. Means in this message we can change the different message. In this statement we can write the different message. Okay, then we will see the output of this program. See here, click here, say hello. We have to click here, say hello, then we will get our message, welcome to DMPC. This is for calling functions. Means say hello, this is the defining function, and in this button click method we can call that function. Now we will see the next, adding arguments. Adding arguments. Arguments are passed by value, the parameters in a function call, or the function's argument. JavaScript arguments are passed by value. The function only get to know the value, not the argument's location. If the function changes an argument's value, it does not change the parameter's original value. Change to arguments are not visible, or it is not reflected outside the function. Means argument is an array-like object accessible inside the function, and that arguments contain the value of the argument passed to that function. Now we will see the JavaScript scope. The scope determines the accessibility, means visibility of variables. In JavaScript, there are two types of scope. First is a local scope variables and second is a global scope variable. JavaScript has a function scope. Each function creates new scope. Scope determines the accessibility or visibility of these variables. Variables defined inside of functions are not accessible or visible from outside the functions. Then we will see one by one. First is our local scope variable. Variables declared within a JavaScript function become a local to the function. Local variables have function scope. They can only be accessed from or within the functions. Means the variables which are declared in that functions, that can accessed by that functions. Now we will see example of a local scope variable. Function, my function. Function is a function name, my function. Sorry, function is a keyword, my function is a function name. Opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, and the variable car name. This is a local scope variable where car name is equal to Volvo. Since the local variables are only recognized inside their functions, and variables with the same name can be used in a different functions. Local variables are created when a function starts and deleted when the function is completed. Means this same variable name we can use another function. Means this is my function, and if we create a function my function 1, then in that we can use same variable. Now next is a global JavaScript variable. A variable declared outside a function becomes global. A global variable has global scope. All script and functions on a web pages can access it. Example, where car name is equal to Volvo. This is a global declaration of a variable. Here function, my function, opening curly brace, and this is closing curly brace, and the code here can also use car name. Means in this code we can use the variable car name because this is the globally required, and if we declare the another function then also we can use that variable car name because it is a variable declared outside the function, so it becomes the global variable. Now we will see program for function. Write a program to add two numbers using function. This is the program. This is our doc type is HTML tag, opening tag, head tag, script type is equal to JavaScript, function and add. Here in the function add we are going to declare the variable a is equal to 20, variable b is equal to 20, and addition c is equal to a plus b, and then afterwards we will print the result, addition is equal to c. Then closing script tag, closing head tag. In the body we have to write the script heading that function without a passing arguments. This is a function without a passing arguments. We didn't pass any arguments in this program. And this is add and function. This is the function calling. See here, this is the function defining and this is the function calling. This is a script. Another script tag we are calling this add function. This is script, closing script tag, closing body tag, closing HTML tag. Now we will see the output for this program. See here, function without passing arguments and addition is 40. This is the output of this program. Then we will see the function arguments. Function arguments or parameters work as a local variables inside a functions. Function arguments are the real values passed to the and reversed by the function. We will see one example. X is equal to find max 1, 1, 2, 3, 500, 115, 44, 88. We have to find the maximum number from this list. Function, keyword, and this is the function name, find max. Opening curly bracket, variable declared where max is equal to infinity. For I is equal to 0, I is less than arguments dot length I plus plus. If arguments of I is greater than max, then max is equal to arguments. Then return to max. It will print the maximum element from this list. Now we will see MCQs for the today's topic. Firstly, do functions in JavaScript necessarily return a value? Options are it is mandatory, not necessary, few functions return a value by default, some functions do not return any value. Then the answer for this question is few functions return a value by default. Now second question is What does the function name become optional in JavaScript? When the function is defined as a looping statement, when the function is defined as an expression, when the function is predefined, when the function is called. And the answer is when the function is defined as expression. Now third question is, which of the following type of variable is visible only within a function where it is defined? The options are global variable, local variable, both of the above, none of the above. And the answer is local variable. Now the fourth question is, how do you call a function named my function? First, call my function, call function my function, next my function, and none. The answer is my function. Thank you.